Greetings, welcome back, dear ones. So right now we are in between eclipses. We experienced the very powerful solar eclipse on August 12th, and there will be a full moon lunar eclipse on August 27 or 28. And this time in between may feel pretty intense for some, because the eclipses are here to shift us, they are here to awaken us, and they are here to activate. And the theme is still that we are moving towards our highest human expression of the self. And so it's still a release. There's still a great release going on. So if you join the webinar, or if you watch my latest video, they have been talking about this great release that is taking place right now. And this release is literally shifting us from a place where we have lived life, from the wounded self. And the eclipses the energies are so direct. So it doesn't wait for us to become ready. It doesn't wait for us to choose that next step, to consciously move in that direction that we are being called to. But it is literally pushing us in that direction. It's shifting our internal, external experiences. And for some, it may feel challenging, because there is maybe a part within you who will never feel ready, even though you have done and keep doing this deep inner work and are praying for your highest, most divine timeline. So when that is lining up for you, it may not come in a form that you expected or that you feel ready for. And I see it right now in some of you, that it's here, it's being presented for you, but still there is this inner resistance that, do I really have what it takes? Is this really the right next step for me? And so if you have been resisting, if there are things that you have been called to let go of, to accept that release, and you have been resisting, this may feel a bit unexpected. It may feel as you are not ready, as something has been taken away from you. But it is, so what they are sharing, the guides are sharing, it that it is really what is happening. It is realigning you to that highest expression of the self in human form. In other words, there is nothing to fear. So what we will do in today's transmission is that we will work with deactivate that inner resistance, and for you to know that that inner resistance comes from the traumatized version of you, what you have experienced in this lifetime, what you have inherited from the bloodline, their struggles. And so that part of you want to be safe, even though safety always means what it knows, even though what it knows brings pain, keep you stuck. It's the opposite of where you want to go. That is still what is familiar. And so everything that is beyond, outside the known, will be seen as a threat. So again, it's very helpful to do this deep inner shadow work And if you feel stuck, please reach out and I will guide you. I will help you in a one-on-one sessions. But today we will work with that resistance, so that the spark within you that doesn't judge, that walks in faith, at peace, will shine brighter than the voice of fear. So we activate that inner trust that we lay our lives in the hands of something greater. We may have the illusion or believe in the illusion that we may be able to control, but that is an illusion. So we put our trust in Source, in the Divine. Just feel that relief, that when we allow ourselves to realign, we come into a place of peace and we create from our inner state, from the frequency we hold, not where we wish to go, but where we are right now. And so that shift to just allow your will, not mine, is a realignment that takes you back to a place of acceptance, of peace. And that will help you to move through these shifts with more ease, with more trust, and allow them to manifest. And take a deep breath in and exhale deeply and let go. And bring all of you into this moment. Bring all of you home right now. So they're showing me gateways opening up like doorways, or a doorway right in front of you that opens up, and other doorways are closing. What that means is that lower frequency potential timelines are being closed down, because as you tune into these frequencies, you move away from fear into a place of faith, of trust, of peace. So remember, we have free will, and you choosing to tune into these messages is you using your free will to return, right? So even though there may still be fear, you choose to turn in another direction. The fear means nothing. It doesn't bother us as long as we don't take it for truth. It can coexist. It can be as a distant voice. There's nothing for us we need to fight. Ke mea natai nea tatiar meateko so shaneko. Kofor kianetre meateko so. Au to shoko be ar ki skiar ki anororo. Shatrau koso naetai. Mevita ika seo toto, as this resistance, that inner resistance, is being put to sleep. Metete otroshia narara kyoto. Where you are moving in that direction you are heading, you don't need it. Koskiaravia pitaya nakiko. Nitro seaneta iko amarerere. And that resistance, the share may show up in your life as I'm not ready, I don't understand, I don't recognize this, do I really have what it takes? What if I'm being judged? What if I put myself in danger in any way? Like, is it safe for me to move in this direction? So there is a lot of root chakra fear, like, will this hold me financially safe? Will I be alone? Will I be abandoned? Tere toro no ko se metaya kiataya na tera nanadero tosai. Shufur meane kaka seto. Ashkai naretos kianenororo reanatianeko. Kufur neriararare tatataeko. Soshkiarare meanatete. And it's because we are in this Leo season, so it's very much about your body and your sense of your human self, like, is my body ready for this, or am I too fragile? Am I too sick? Is my mental health good enough? Am I healed enough? So it's very much about those limitations, body, minds, emotional, that waiting for the perfect time to begin that do not exist. So I can feel our guys almost not laughing but smiling at the human self. In so much fear and so much doubt that do not have the bigger picture. And remember, the ones they share, you do not have the bigger picture, but we do. And so they are offering you to hold their hands and walk you through. Ketayana eteka etrese meoto. Keorkaya nateka shufur meane nerete kososh. Shatraneko awiyana daya yeatoso. We know, dear one, we know the way through. Tashkirororororo shayendra yatai. So can you feel the ask? If you can feel that difference, when you put your trust in something that holds the frequency of joy, of peace, of freedom, of trust, of liberation, of safety, or when you rely on your own fears, when you paint the future in black. Marko se rarare teaneko. Kimuruta yaneko. Sashetra trate koto shenrera rarara. And they pave the way for you. Bareta yanateko. You don't have to find that way. You just have to trust and take one step at a time. Kofur satayana. Follow that bliss. Follow the spark, they say. Shoshatayana. Use, question and ask yourself if there was no fear. If I didn't fear, what would I do? That is a great invitation and a door opener for you. If I wasn't afraid, what would I do? Kemetra serkaka, and there we are, they say. In that answer, in that calling, there you find us. And we will show you the way through. That is a promise, Dylan. That is a promise. That's beautiful. So we need, with our lion heart, to find that courage to root ourselves in love. Tarko sanatesh, that all is good. Petara nekayana. Shotroska tanai tekai kasho. So we're working with your brain. Tarete te se atako. Tasherka netrashi. The frontal lobe. Tarete kiana. Helping your nervous system to relax. It's been very tense for some, trying to predict fear, trying to predict danger. Safe for you to relax. It is safe for you to settle. It is safe for you to just be. You don't need to know. One day at a time, one breath at a time, one step at a time. You don't need a plan. That may be very conflicting for the human mind. We do not need a plan. And I can see that for some that is, the mind, the lower mind is almost panicking. You do not need a plan. Paretayaka. Shurana teretateko. Shanera leateko. Hushieranateko sanetaika. So they tell you that your job is to constantly choose to come back to that space within, to that place, to that 0 point where you find us, they say. So where we are in a match of their frequency, so they can help and they can guide and they can align. Then you cannot go wrong. Allow the doubt, the fear to be just a low voice in the distance. Don't make it your truth. Mitresayanakai. Come back. Come back to this now. Tetera meateko. Markinarerelianekoso. Amurote tarera te konetai. Shur soshaterate koko. They also show me that you will feel more held. Because what is within you, what within you that is rising right now, that is activating, is the healed, or the whole version of yourself that walks in love, at peace, and those that within you will hold you. So that's beautiful. So in other words, you will also hold yourself. We don't need to look for external sources to save us. We do it for us because we are rising. So they say that this is what they activate with us, our capacity to hold ourselves. They're not doing it for us. They may do it for us until we are able to do it for ourselves. But they are just reflecting that and awakening that ability within us to hold ourselves, to not be run by the wounded self, but the one that remember wholeness, that within you that remember who you are. And now there is a transmission and blessing for this. Because you're sovereign beings, they say. We are not your saviors, because you don't need to be saved. You just need to be reminded. The Pleiadians, are blessing you. Sanereta eka ota era neata yako. Kufuso shete meotro no ko eta yako roto. Kita ya menano leara na kita rata kita tu. Me repete halearare re no cosiate repeto tu. Kenere ta ya oto tu. Miko wayener eke tayana. Kese menor mener emena ereto to shono tu. Ulera naketa koko. Mawayete yosere menor kiate tete. Yareta talero nodo tarate kae naka. Koskia koko shienta yate to. So they're helping us to shift out of that place of victimhood, to remember what we are. When we remember what we are, illusion falls away, and we rise. And they are here to remind us. That was a good reminder for me as well. So they're not here to save us because we don't need to be saved. We need to remember. We need to choose to come back. That is what will open the doors to your highest, most divine timeline, the highest expression of self in human form. And I'm wishing you a very beautiful in-between eclipse period. Thank you.